Hello again, Alphawisdom. I'm Mystic Cassandria. Okay, we're going to say just a couple of things about the Venus mount that we started with yesterday on the video, so we get started. I just have two examples. I want to give you just a little more information on these two. Okay, we're looking at a large fleshy part, this represents of the lifeline moving away from the thumb ball, leaving this larger. This is the Venus mount, or mount of Venus, very large. Okay, so I just want to add, when you have a large one, this is a sign of abundance of physical strength and is often found on professional wrestlers, weightlifters, dancers, and others with good physical skills. Now, strictly speaking, the mount of Venus is the third joint of the thumb. Here we have the will, here we have logic, and of course this is passion. Okay, then we have this example. I want you to focus here and look at your hand and look at its shape just below the thumb area. See, like a curve? We call this an angle, and it simply means that you have strong musical talent, invariably, because when you have strong musical talent, we'll have this, like an angle, rather than just the curve, okay? They're found on instrumentalists, singers, and songwriters. Now, we're not finished yet. Also, if you feel the ridges on the palm, anywhere on the palm, you may come into something that also reflects musical talent or some kind of involvement in music. A pattern known as a B, B-E-E, and it seems to take that shape, is sometimes found on people with a special ability to play stringed instruments. Some professional guitarists, cellists, violinists have this sign, as do others who never learned to play, but nonetheless feel a special attraction to music played on stringed instruments. So just let me know if you have that. Let me bring this down a little more. Okay. All right. I think we're clear. So I'll remove this one, and we're ready for what we have next. Okay. All right. Now, we're ready for the Mount of Mars. Okay, there are two mounts of Mars on the hand, and you're looking at them. Mount, mount. Both reflect the qualities of Mars, the god of war. These mounts speak of the desire to survive, to move forward, and to overcome obstacles and difficulties. Now, you have an upper one and you have a lower. I've listed it for you. This, of course, is the upper one. It's located below the Mercury finger and below the Mercury mount. This little fleshy part right below the finger is the Mercury mount. It takes the same name as the finger. And below that, below the heart line, you will find this little, maybe it's a pad of flesh. Some people don't have a pad, or an elevation. Okay, moving on. And that means, or symbolizes, determination and resistance. Now, unlike the upper mount of Mars, which symbolizes passive resistance, we have the lower Mars. And this is referred to as lower mount Mars positive. Okay? And this reveals the more active and outgoing Martian qualities. And this can be found between the mounts of Jupiter and Venus, as I told you. This is Jupiter, Jupiter finger. Just below the Jupiter finger is the Jupiter mount or mount of Jupiter. And this is the Venus mount, and this is between that. Okay, so we're clear? And I always point to you that you do have a support line coming from this area. If it comes from right in here, close to the lifeline, we know that's the Mars, because we do have influence lines in here, or support lines. So, but they don't start up here. This is the Venus mount. So try not to confuse anything there. Okay, let's go on to more specific characteristics so you will really understand what's going on with the Mars, how we can tell the difference. So we're going to start with this one first. The upper Mars symbolizes passive resistance and reveals determination and resistance. When well formed and hard to the touch, it reflects a person who is both courageous and stubborn, who resists being used or manipulated by others. Now, if that same area is soft and small, this is like a lack of valor or resistance. The person is easily pushed around and has difficulty standing up for his or her rights. When extremely large and hard, aggression, violence, and brutality may well show up in the individual's character. So that's the upper. That one, this is the one that rather talk it out rather than fight it out. Now we go to the lower Mars, positive, and that's where it is. Okay? All right, a well-developed mount indicates strong self-assertion and the courage to face life's challenges and take the initiative in social situations. When this mount is large and hard, kind of reddish in color, the person has a strong temper and can be violent or abusive toward others. Okay? When both the lunar mount, we're still talking about this, but when this side, lunar, and this side, Venus, are large, there are strong sexual patterns or passions. A small or deficient mount indicates a basically quiet, passive, and introverted person who rarely gets angry with others. So you can look at your own hand and get some idea how you fit in this. That's the general idea of all of these lessons, knowing yourself. There's always a time when we all get angry about something, but does it show in the hand? Oh, yes, it does. Yes, it does. So if you're a person who likes to face a person head on and you don't back down, this should be raised. If you're one who will talk, argue, or debate, this is the one that shines through. Okay? So that's it for Mars. I hope you're clear on that, and I hope you liked it. Give a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Love yourself. Love and light. Bye.